Climate Change, Part 1, Walk Through Time, a Written Word Production. This is the first in a series of videos which will talk about climate change on the planet Earth. I want to evaluate data, climate history, and do a little comparison between the various data sets and try to derive some meaning from them. Finally, I'll put that in context with the global warming theory as stated to have been caused by man. Thank you very much for your attention, and enjoy.
For 53 years, satellites have gathered global temperatures using a system referred to as the GISS Surface Temp Analysis, or GIS-TEMP. Surface temperatures have been captured from weather stations around the world for the past 161 years, which are compiled by the Climate Research Unit. Proxy data from tree core samples were compiled by the IPCC to determine the temperatures over the past 960 years. However, there are other proxy data sets to reconstruct historic climate data. There are the Bolivian glacial ice core and Venezuelan sediment core data sets dating back 1,000 years. Similar sediment core data was collected from Indonesia dating back 1,750 years, and the New Zealand cave formation analysis date back to 2,000 years ago. Then we must consider the South African cave, Sargasso Sea sediment, and Alaskan lake sediment isotope analysis dating back 3,000 years. Another sediment core was evaluated from the East China Sea dating back 3,750 years, and the rapid conversion of North Africa from grasslands to the largest hot desert on Earth 4,000 years ago. The oldest known human civilization on Earth is 5,000 years old. Now, when you consider the broader perspective, the 53 years of satellite data and 161 years of surface temperature data readings seems rather inconsequential. But it gets worse. The Holocene has lasted 11,700 years. Before then, it was an ice age, and the previous interglacial period was 121,000 years ago. The oldest remains of our species, Homo sapien, dates back 160,000 years. Our species has survived one single ice age and enjoyed one single interglacial period. However, we are newcomers to the Earth, born during a very turbulent time in Earth's climate history, yet making a remarkable ascension through the relative stability of the Holocene. However, the ice ages and the Pleistocene date back much further than our time on this planet. Our ice age was part of a 100,000 year cycle which has been recurring for the past 1.9 million years. These have involved dramatic swings in temperature. Prior to the 100,000 year cycle, the ice ages occurred on a 41,000 year cycle with much less contrast between the freeze and thaw. The 41,000 year cycle started 3.9 million years ago. Prior to that, there was irregular variability in the temperatures. This was also the start of the ice ages for the northern hemisphere. Going back 4.1 million years, the ice was mainly found in Antarctica. The ice ages started 5.33 million years ago. One thing that is clearly evident from this is that the Earth was a warmer place before the ice ages. There were set markers where it went from being irregular ice ages to being 41,000 year intervals to being 100,000 year intervals.